Hey guys, this video is for Scorpio. The next one will be for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye. Hey you. Um, I we're good. I just googled that last night because um I did a tarot but it was by somebody that did rigged once before that uh yeah, so and I didn't want to click on it, but I was just a little bit curious, so I clicked on it, and then it sounded like what you would think I think, but it's not actually what I think, and it was just all this stuff that made me mad and like or irritated. And the thing is, I normally, if it doesn't resonate, I overlook it, but because it was by somebody that only popped up after you did that stuff, and it was the same content and style as the other ones, and it was like, it was just really obvious, and I didn't know if it was still rigged or not, but it really, mm, yeah, but lately the whole surveillance thing is just like it's not okay. Like, and it's like it would be bad enough if it was just like you, but it's not. Like, there's other people, and the thing is, like, there was a like a web thing, a camera on my phone that was just watching me, which is, I'm not saying you did that. I don't know if that was you or somebody else, but it's really creepy. Like, I should be able to, like, wear see-through tops, be on my phone, and not have to wear a bra with it if I want. Like, it's summer, and I shouldn't have to worry about like being like perfect in the comfort of my own home, or and my kids should get to watch Potato Dog without like who knows who watching him. It's just really creepy. So yeah, um, so that was getting to me because being watched like all the time, it's like it's really draining. Especially if you're trying to get something done, or you're trying to relax, or whatever, and then you're like every move is just being watched, and it's people with a bias clearly. It's just too much, okay? Like, you wouldn't want to be in your home like doing something and having people just comment on like a possession you have, or noticing like, oh, your kid's there, or like it's just creepy. Or yeah, and I'm not saying, like, I don't know if you did the webcam or somebody else just thought they'd do an add-on feature, but it's just like, yeah, it's very draining. So then I already wasn't really feeling great, and then like the tarot happened, and it was like somebody, yeah, like I said, that it was rigged before, and it still sounded rigged. I only clicked on it because of the title. I was wondering what it was, and it's like, and it was completely wrong anyway. It's like, I don't think that, like, and it made me mad because it was like, it's like I've done a lot, like, but like there is, like, there shouldn't be any question. Like it was just so frustrating because, like, oh, you're torn. It's like, I'm not freaking torn. It's like when I pull away a little bit, it's not even really pulling away. It's like a few days for me doing something to make myself feel better, because it's like, when you're being really, really sweet and like, attentive, or like, that means a lot and that keeps me going. But it's like, if you're not really doing that and you're busy, it's like, I do something to make myself happy, like focus on myself or my goals or whatever, and you know or work on my mind, things like that. So that's all it is. It's not being torn. And if I do tarot, it's not because I'm like necessarily in a life crisis. It's like I don't do it that much, but like when I do, it's kind of, it's like if I'm down or something and I just like I already know where I'm going, what I'm doing and all that. It's just that um sometimes it's just a nice pick me up to hear that, like, the future's the future's gonna be better, that kind of thing. That's all. Um yeah, I wasn't googling like in a, woo, de- like I'm still here making videos. Like I wasn't leaving. I just was frustrated because like I I've done a lot to prove that I care, like, and I've spent like a lot of money for me to like undo that damage, and like buy stuff to make, stuff to show that I care, and like all the other stuff in the waiting and everything else. So it's like it should be obvious. It's like when I googled that, it's because like I'm committed that I googled that, because it's like I just want to be appreciated, like I am for the moment, and it's like 2 days later, it's like, where's the leaving video? And so it's like it's just just stressed, or like I like with the spy cam, it's like, I don't know, and like it's like I'm doing the best I can to uh try to figure out like what's you and what's not you, but it's just sometimes it's really stressful, like I don't know. And then like I don't know. Um, so yeah, I only was googling that because I didn't talk to anybody, like I didn't call anybody or talk to anyone because I didn't want to like make you feel, bad or whatever. So I just googled instead to like cheer myself up. It was a good thing, and like you were sweet and comforting, but then like the trolls are like, oh my god, how dare she Google to self-soothe? It's like in the privacy of my own home on a private network, or whatever. It's like I have a right to Google, like, hey, how can I fix this? Because like it's, and you got it, but they didn't, and it's like, wow. And it's like, if anybody see my videos, they should know that the only thing I've ever asked you for was just compassion. That's it. And then it's like, oh, that entitled bitch. It's like, because I asked for compassion, that's it. Like I'm the one who's like, it's frustrating, and I don't know. Yeah, like I like when it's I liked I liked it best when it was just like me talking to you, and like it was more obvious when it was you, like, but yeah, cuz it's stressful, like weeding through stuff. Like I don't care what anyone thinks, but it's like sometimes I can't tell if it's you in a bad mood or if it's like one of it's just stressful. It's like I'm doing the best I can. I have a right to Google. Don't know why everyone was so triggered that I Googled something. Like I didn't talk to my son's dad, like, to bitch at him because I know it bothers you. So I was respecting your feelings. So I thought, hey, I'll Google in the privacy of my own home, and then everyone's like, "Rrr." It's like it's a little much. So yeah, I just want the surveillance to stop. Okay, like I'm still here. Like I wasn't I wasn't quitting or anything. Like I just wanted to fix that because it's like it kind of bothers me. Like I mind being watched when I'm in my own home. I don't want to be watched. If I did, I would have joined a reality TV show and gone all Jerry Springer woman. Like, but like I didn't do that. Like I like privacy in my home. And yeah. I mean, you seeing my Google searches isn't as bad because it's like I'm not doing anything, but it's like strangers are apparently triggered that I have emotions that don't like, or that I have thoughts that don't always just say yes, sir. It's like I don't know. It's like it's pretty normal to have your own thoughts and opinions, but like it's just yeah. It was yeah, it's just draining being watched like all the time. So it needs to stop. But I'm still here. I'm still making videos, and I still want you. And that's the other thing. Like I I can't tell, like, there was a comment. I couldn't tell if it was you because it sounded like you, but it didn't sound like something you would say about yourself. And it sounded like a troll, so I was like, what the hell is this? And then, like, it was just, I don't know. Like, sometimes I can't tell if it was, like, you or them, but it's like sometimes I think like you'll think that I think something and I don't, and it's like if you could just ask because it's I've said before that I like I like you whether you work out or not. Like I meant that. Like I'm attracted to you. Like I'm always attracted to you. So like I don't know. I like I sometimes I can't tell what it is, and it's like and I don't not trying to bring anything up. I just it's just frustrating because it's like and that's why the tarot reading frustrated me so much because it was almost like oh you should like do more. It's like do more. It's like I've waited so long. It's like I bought all these ingredients that like cost the food bill to go up. It's like um I forgave you for that stuff you did. Like, I paid hundreds of dollars to fix the damage you did. Like, I starved. Like, I did all this stuff, and it's like, I think the verdict's in that I freaking care. It's like, the only thing I asked for was just compassion. That's it. Like, I think you owe me that at this point. Like, that's all I've ever asked. That's not entitled. And I know you don't think that, but like, some idiot thinks that, and it's like, yeah, like my God, it's it's just exhausting. Like try to imagine if you came to my page and in order to get anything from me when it wasn't direct, you had to like sift through a bunch of stuff and it was all like biased stuff. You know what I mean? Like all very one-sided no matter what. It's like you can do all this wrong and they're like, yeah, and it's like I actually am just like, hey, it's, blah blah blah, and they're like, oh, how dare you ask for your basic human rights? It's ridiculous. It's just very draining, and then to be like watched, and it's like, it's yeah, it's. It was very stressful yesterday. It's like I just need the surveillance to stop, and it's just like if you it I have to be happy sometimes. Like self-care is really important. Like I can't always just like it's kind of like you need to be like tender and affectionate more, and if you don't want to do that very often, it's like then I need to have times where I get breaks so that I can take care of myself so that I feel happy, because it's like I can't just give and then have like, oh, is this video okay? Like on my own channel there's certain things I won't say now because it's like, oh, like that might sound whatever, and it's like it's my channel. I should be able to say whatever I want. Like my audience is different than yours, so they might not believe in that stuff, but it's real, and the audience that I'm trying to reach is like believes in that. It's just stuff like that, or it's like certain stuff that I wouldn't Google because it's like, oh, I'm being watched, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like it's not anything that it doesn't matter if anybody knows. It's just that, like, it would be taken wrong, you know what I mean? And it's just like, so then I have to, like, I can't look it up on my own phone, even though it's something that interests me. And I don't know. Like, I just want to be able to be myself. And, um, I was, um, dang. I was just worried that, like, if with the whole spy cam thing, I don't even know if you're the one seeing it or if it's other people, but it's like I I didn't want you to just see me in a bunch of normal settings and just, like, take me for granted, you know? Like, you're supposed to get to know somebody and, like, over a period of time, like, oh, you learn this about him or that, not just, like, info dump, like, all at once. And then, like, I'm, I'm still, like, wanting to know more about you. So yeah, I mean, it made me happy that um, you're still here and you're being sweet. Thank you. It just was the surveillance and the, the, the freaking tarot, like, that was clearly rigged. Please get that I care. Like, I've done so much to prove I care. Like, I, yeah, I, I just, I haven't gotten much sleep, so I need sleep. I just wanted you to know, like, yeah, we're good. Like, I just, it was just kind of a lot, and, like, I need, I don't know, like, when you're all affectionate, it really means a lot. And sometimes I just have to, like, take care of myself. It's not like I'm not torn. Like, I'm still here, you know. Um, sorry. I'm just really stressed. Have a good night or day. Yeah, whatever it is. Um, yeah, everything's okay. I just stop spying, okay? And have them stop spying. Like, I'd rather it was you than them, but I don't